Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm going to share for all of you guys a really interesting square classic G-Shock watch at a really low cost actually. This thing only gonna cost you about 12,000 yen at retail, although you're gonna get this at lower price than that if you got this one in a used condition. If you want to get one of these, I'll link to the purchase link in the description box down below if you are interested, so look them up. Although not in this very specific colorway, because this one over here is pretty old. The reference number for the exact one that I'm holding right now is the DW-56RT-1JF, since this is indeed a JDM version. The Castle G-Shock released two versions of this, JDM and non-JDM. This watch over here was released back in the year 2006 during FIFA World Cup at that specific year. This is the DW-56RT-1JF again. The description says over here that this is a Sakatai or stopwatch which is made for soccer. That's it, not other sports or ping pong or tennis or football, no, those just for soccer. Although you could use the features on other sports as well, but Casio made this for soccer only. And one of the special things that they highlighted in this piece is that lost roster time keisoku dekiru, which means this watch have the ability to measure lost time. So that's interesting that I don't think other G-Shock could do. Although Casio did release another Casio watch that is also from similar family. They call those the referee timer, Casio referee timer. Basically the same engine but in a different body design. In this case it looks way more G-Shock-ish. From side to side measurement, which is from this part to this part, we're gonna have a look at 43.22 millimeters. For lug to lug distance, I'm gonna measure it from both of this screw point over there, 41.45. For the signals, we're gonna have a look at, there it is, 12.48 millimeters or 50 millimeters only. So that is pretty big watch, and I mean this G-Shock watch of course gonna be big and pretty thick as well, but it is almost or exactly the same size as the GW-5000 series or the G5600 series or the GLX5600 series, since I believe they feature similar size, bezel and also watch band. So you could mix and match between all those parts in here if you like the functions and if you don't like the colorway. 2-button operation, just standard small size, round shape, silverish, and also pretty glossy and slippery button as well to operate. You're gonna need to use a nail if you want to use this feature, which is not as practical for referee. But if you learn about the functions or if you get a hang of it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very practical and useful if you are into sports, just casual sports. Alright. The bezel was locked with 2 screws on both sides, and that is all that is holding in place. The watch band was indeed hold up with a spring bar. Basic stuff. Gonna have a look at the top part again. We have G-Shock over here in grayish already. I'm pretty sure the original colorway was white, but since this one's old, like over a decade old now, it's got a grayish already. And you can see you have Casio shock resistant, of course. Light button will be at the top here. You're gonna glows EL in blue colorway instead of green, so that's very beautiful as well, and glows in the entire screen. You got the cover with, if I'm not mistaken, auto light features equipped in here as well. There it is. Hold the light button is gonna turn that on as well. And it's also come with a 12-hour or 24-hour time format, which is neat if you are into those military time. And of course we could set this thing up. We have start stop highlighted in red and black, so that is the main big feature of this piece. Just a mode over here. The display as well, if you guys haven't noticed yet, is very thick and very visible. This is one of the best square model out there for a low cost. If you want to get something that have a great display like this, you're gonna need to get or spend for the tough solid model or the GW-5000. It's gonna cost you about 300 bucks or 250 bucks. I'll link to all of them down below as well. But for this thing over here, just about 100 bucks, which is pretty cheap, and the function as well is pretty nice if you are into sports, especially made for sports. The date will continue with this part of the display, date and also the day of the week. The time will be continued to this part of the display, hours, minutes and seconds, and that's about it. Very simple thing, and you can also see the details or the time even from a distance due to how thick or bright the display is. Alright, press mode now. We'll go to the first one, which is the stopwatch. The stopwatch on this base is totally different from the usual stopwatch that we got on our G-Shock, and let me demonstrate why. If you press stop or start over here, of course you're gonna start the stopwatch, and as you can see now, we have two stopwatch instead of one. Actually, the top one will be the stopwatch, the bottom will be for the elapsed time. What you don't have in here is split time, if I'm not mistaken, although it works like a split time. If you press over here, it almost works like a split time. This time right now is 18 seconds, and the bottom part will be the elapsed time. Although you cannot stop this elapsed time at all, and one of the reasons why is for you to be able to measure lost time. If you are able to stop this part, that's not a lost time, that's just a standard stopwatch. If you press start again, you will only able to control this part at the top here. So this is how you will be able to tell the lost time of specific event or sports event. For example, something happened while you're watching your sports activity on the TV, press stop, and then you know that the activity or the sports stop at 31st second. And if you look at the total elapsed time right now, although it looks pretty fast, but if you cover this part up, you know right away that you already lost about 30 seconds time. So that's what they meant about lost time measurement. You'll be able to measure lost time. So that's it. If you want to stop the stopwatch, you need to stop the measurement first. Stop and press the adjust button for about 2 seconds, and we'll reset it back to 0. And you'll also be displaying the local time again. And also, one other thing that I found interesting about this piece is that it have a target time. There it is. You can set a target time, so elapsed time that haven't stopped will gonna be continue going to reach the target time. So that's interesting. No matter how many times you split time as you're using the stopwatch, you still need to keep focusing, or it won't disturb your target time at all, the total target time you're setting here. So that's very, very interesting for sport, for someone that is very, very serious about gym or working out or anything type of sport that's require precision timing, precision ending time. You know, you don't want to miss that. Press mode again. We'll have a preset, a countdown timer of basically, but they are preset. You cannot set this thing up actually. All you need to do is just press adjust, and 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and very quick sets of timer. If you want to set for sports, just set it to 25 and start the game, the sport right away. You don't have to manually set everything here. So they're very interesting as well. If you still want to manually set all the seconds and the minutes in there, you could do so on this interval time over here. They include 9 interval in here. So if I'm not mistaken, this is what they mean by timers 11. We have 9 set of timers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can set all of them with auto repeat, of course. And we have this preset timer now, so make it 10. And we have the stopwatch now, so make it 11. So 11 style of timing method in this watch over here, making this very, very special. Press mode again. We have a world time, basic stuff, alarm, so basic stuff is only one of them. Okay, back to home time over here. Done on the thing, on some of my thoughts and opinion on the feature, the function, the body design, and the sizing and all this. Now let's proceed to another part that pretty interesting, but not as much, but it's still something nonetheless, that is on the watch band design. It is indeed tapered, like one of those big top model, similar as this guy over here on this photo. But Casio G-Shock goes even more by creating this very incredible texture. I don't think I realized this before on my previous unboxing and review video, which I made 9 months ago. This watch over here features one of those segregated industrial metal plate floor thing. I'm not sure what the exact term is. I hope you guys could correct me down below, but look at that, they have those texture on there, which reminds me of the texture that you could find on the Boardmaster triple sensor models. That's very, very cool to see on here, and it is indeed going to provide a lot of grip when you wear this on your wrist. Look at that, tiny little things, very incredible detail, very tiny but yet really, really sharp, and almost no imperfections at all that I could find here. So it's very, very cool. You get a lot of detail for the 12,000 price tag that you pay for this, 12,000 yen, of course. This type of watchband also gonna give you guys a really nice fitting. We'll get to the wrist check after this. Looking at the top here, similar type of construction as well, although this part is shorter and still have holes in it. Even though you're not gonna use this, this is for insulation only. And the band keeper is standard, nothing much to say over here. The buckle is single buckle with Casio Indonesia sign below it, so I'm pretty sure this factory is already closed by now. I don't know, man. However, back in 2006, we still have a Casio factory in Indonesia that's assembling this type of watch. And they also didn't just stop there. They made more at the bottom part of this watchband over here. Look at that, more texture. Look at that. Look at how the detail was made. Very incredible. Almost no imperfection at all. Look at how incredible this is. My goodness. I mean, you pay 12,000 and you get something like this. This definitely gonna give you guys a very incredible fit when you wear this on your wrist, especially it's gonna be wearing this for sports. You're gonna be sweating a lot, and this thing gonna help you with that, and also provide some insulation and also flows of water when you clean this watch up. Same goes with this part of the watch band as well. Look at all those tiny little details in there. I mean, really gorgeous, man. So cool, really incredible, really practical in my opinion, but not for hardcore or professional use, but for casual people like us, everyday people. We can use it for sport and even wear this as a casual daily wear G-Shock watch due to how small it is, fit, and also as tough as this watch looks and also was built to be handled. And if you look at the backplate, the design is also pretty different as well. The backplate features this bulging out parts outwards just to add the screw, and also the screw over here looks way more bigger than the standard screw, and also the plate look way more thicker. You could view it bulging out upwards just from the sides over there. At the back plate, you're gonna have a look at those standard, very popular hairline finish that G-Shock been using in almost every single one of their low-end model. We have cast over here, 2191 window for the module, DW-56RT stainless steel back made in Thailand. Why was resistant to steel? 20 bar regardless of the price. And shock absorbing structure, of course, shock resistance. This one is really tough. Alright, so done with all the feature, the design wise, the profile and all those. Now I'm gonna need to show you guys how this thing gonna fit on my wrist. If you have a G-Shock that come with this speed dial or tapered watch band like this, most of the time, if not all the time, it's gonna give you guys a really nice fit. Even though you have a very skinny, girlish or kitty wrist like I am. Look at that. Although you're gonna end up with this aesthetic sound outwards like so, but it get the job done. Fits very nice. If you are really hardcore sports and you're really serious about using this watch, you can snap this thing out right away and just proceed with sports. You are going to beat the hell out of this anyway. Why not just snap it up? Which I don't want you to do it at all. I'm not gonna be using this as much for sports, since we did get a lot more G-Shock today that made for sports, such as the GBA800, the step tracker model, which is gonna be very more practical compared to this. But back in 2006, this is great enough. And also, yeah, I'm pretty sure the battery gonna last us a really long time as well, considering that this one have a lot more feature, a lot of function, no Bluetooth at all. This is it, basic stuff. Look at how it fits on my wrist, on my skinny wrist. I'm just wearing a hose number 4 from the top. Keep that in mind. And that is all that I have to share for you guys right now. I hope you guys found this video useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if this video does help you, and also subscribe to see more contents like this coming up in the future, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your support. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and
Sit here thinking of you. Maybe I'm